Welcome back. If you've owned a vehicle for any period of time, you know that car insurance is a major part of your regular operating expenses. You understand that for better or for worse, your age, marital status, and driving record are the major factors in determining the rates that you can expect to pay, along with the type and age of vehicle that you're driving and the number of miles that you travel per year. However, did you know that there are some other non-driving related factors that can impact the cost of your monthly premiums? Consumer Reports decided to conduct a study to find out the impact. And yes, we're going to name some names because I think people need to know. And it boils down to this. Do you realize that there are national insurance companies that write auto insurance in the United States of America that will charge somebody more, not because their driving record's different, not because of the vehicle they drive, not because of anything except for all things being the same, what you do for a living and how much education you have. And if you're not college educated or you, do like maybe a blue collar job, you're going to pay more with some of these insurance companies, even if your age, vehicle, driving record, number of miles traveled are the same as somebody with a college degree and a white collar job. Where I come from, we call that systematic racism.
It is?
It is. So let me get to it. Now, this is Consumer Reports, and Consumer Reports ain't no fly-by-night outfit. In fact, they said they ended up sending letters to 46 states about this. And I want to say this, and I got to find it because I thought this was very telling before I name names, because I want to get to this part. Because, here it is. Let me start with these 4 states. California, Massachusetts, New York, and Michigan prohibit insurers from using these 2 rating factors: what you do for a living and your level of education. You cannot use that to rate insurance. Now, the other 46 states, yeah, you can. And guess what? That includes the state we're living in, which I think is bogus. So, who are these scoundrels? Because I want to name them. Who are these scoundrels? All right, let me start here, because I want to make sure I got this. All right. The scoundrels, specifically, Liberty Mutual.
These names.
Geico.
Liberty Mutual.
Geico. Progressive. And
Progressive.
Geico and Progressive also quoted higher prices to customers with service jobs compared to managers and executives. So let me say those names again, because you need to know.
And when you see those little fancy ads, just remember that now.
Liberty Mutual, Geico, and Progressive. Now, these quotes. Now, let me back up. They used, here's the example they used. They submitted 869 unique auto insurance quotes online to 9 different insurers using 21 different zip codes in 6 states plus Washington, D.C. The quotes were for a hypothetical 30-year-old woman with a clean driving record shopping for the minimum required coverage in that whatever state she was living in for 2016 Toyota Camry LE. The only details that varied were her education and occupation. According to the Consumer Reports study, preliminary quotes for consumers with less education were more expensive on average. Liberty Mutual, $62 a year more. Geico, $115 more. And Progressive, $101 more. And for the record, full disclosure, I just recently changed my policy from Progressive to another company, and my rates dropped.
Wow.
Just putting that out there.
Wow.
Geico and Progressive also quoted higher prices to customers with service jobs compared to managers and executives. Now, having said that, let's talk about some of the good guys. The investigation also revealed that just 5 insurers, which was Allstate, New Jersey Mutual, Plymouth Rock, State Farm, and Travelers. I knew I liked Jake from State Farm. In the study, did not ask for job or education details in the quoting process. Did I mention Allstate, New Jersey Mutual, Plymouth Rock, State Farm, and Travelers Insurance?
I can't believe this.
I'm quoting it. This is not some, liberal fly-by-night outfit. This is Consumer Reports. And they didn't stop there. They actually wrote a letter to all 46 insurance commissioners in the 46 states. And I don't have it here. That basically broke all this down and asked them to investigate and to prohibit this from happening in their state. See, because they didn't just go with the study. They went further. Now, did you also know that in some cases, they can use your credit score to impact your premiums? Did you know that? Going back to 2015, a Consumer Reports investigation revealed that a poor credit score could cause a driver's annual premium to increase by $500 to $2,000, which led to a movement supporting the elimination of the practice. And bear in mind, people, this is not based on a bad driving record. This is strictly based on your credit score. The insurance companies argue, well, we don't know when we sell insurance how it's going to be, and these other factors are better predictors of what claims are going to be like. Really? I don't think so. Really? So you're telling me because I don't make as much money as the person that lives across the tracks, but we have the same driving record, that you're going to charge me more for insurance based on the job I've got and based on my credit score? That sounds kind of...
It's an attack on working class people.
Yeah, particularly people of lower income, meaning typically people of color. And that's the whole point. This is just another example. When we talk about systematic racism, that's what we're talking about. Stuff like this.
And for an extra $100 a month, which is nothing to these insurance companies, but everything to working class people.
Yeah, $100 a month is food, rent, and gasoline.
It's insane.
Yeah, it absolutely is. And it doesn't make sense. Now, advocates for banning non-driving factors believe the practice negatively impacts minority communities. People of color have historically experienced unequal opportunities in education and in the labor market. Therefore, using factors like education and occupation in insurance pricing magnifies systemic racism's economic impacts, Consumer Reports explained in a press release. I'm going to let that sink in for a minute. In other words, they're penalizing you for being poor. It's hard enough you trying to struggle. Single mom with kids, maybe she works a blue-collar job or several jobs. A family struggling to make it. It's tough enough as it is. 46 states allow the use of education and job level in auto insurance underwriting, and more than 90% of auto insurers consider credit factors during quoting. I'm going to leave that alone.